Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to talking about the process of making chocolate and what all it contains. So let's begin. So before we talk about what the process of making chocolate is, let's find out what is chocolate. Chocolate is a food made from cocoa beans. It is used in making desserts like pudding, cake, candy, ice cream, and Easter eggs. It can be sold in solid form such as candy bar or in a liquid form such as hot chocolate. It is one of the most famous foods. And now let's talk about how it is made. Well, harvesting. We need to harvest the food. Plucking and opening the pods. Well, coca is grown in trees, coca beans, well, coca seeds, yeah. It is also called pods. It grows in the size of a football and almost the exact shape of a football. It is found usually in the equator regions because that is where it is suitable for the growing of it. And we need to harvest these seeds by hand by using a little um, knife like thing, but it has a curved edge which is suitable for cutting off the pods from the trees. We cannot do this by a machine because it will harm the tree, so it is done manually. Then after plucking the pods, they take to their nearest storage area and break open the pod and get the seeds inside. They do not taste sweet like chocolate. They will eventually produce the sweetness after adding things. The next step is fermenting the cocoa seeds. Now the beans undergo the fermenting process. They are either placed in large shallow heated trays or covered with large banana leaves. Yeah, and in this process is where the cockroaches come into place. The cockroaches come and fall into these buckets or go into this because during fermenting they produce a s- very strong smell. Humans hate this smell, but for insects like cockroaches, they just love it and come and fall into these pits. And it's impossible to take one by one out of them because there is so much cockroaches. So FDA, the Food and Drug Administrative, has actually allowed 4% of cockroaches to present in a 100 gram bar. So, and you know the cockroaches weigh very little. An adult measures 12.7 to 15.88 centimeters average, an average of 13 centimeter, and weigh between zero point 0.1 and 0.12 gram. So that is very less. Average of 0.105 gram, and 4% of 100, if you can do your math right, that is 4 grams. So an average chocolate bar says to contain about 16 cockroach parts. That is disgusting. That's a huge amount of chocolate, cockroaches, sorry. But the FDA has approved this because if they did anything like spray pesticides to kill the cockroaches, it would make the chocolate even more toxic. So they have allowed a small portion, but that is actually very big comparing the size and weight of the cockroaches. The next step is drying the cocoa seeds. After fermentation, the cocoa seeds must be dried before they can be scooped into sacks and shipped to chocolate manufacturers. Farmers simply spread out the fermented seeds on trays and leave them in the sun to dry. The drying process usually takes about a week and results in seeds that are half their original weight. They have lost their outer white, slimy layer and they are now just brown seeds. So that is the process of harvesting the chocolate, and now they uh, give these seeds to manufacturers, chocolate manufacturers, where they do the rest. So let's see how they manufacture the chocolate. In the first step of manufacturing chocolate, they roast and winnow the cocoa seeds. The first thing that chocolate manufacturers do with the cocoa beans is roast them. This develops the flavor of the beans into what our modern platelets expect from fine chocolate. The outer shell of the bean is removed, and the inner cocoa bean meat is broken into small pieces called cocoa nibs. The roasting process makes the shells of the cocoa brittle, and cocoa nibs pass through a series of sieves, which strain in the nibs according to the size called winnowing. Science in a process called winnowing. Sorry. So now that we know about roasting and winnowing, let's see what happens to the cocoa nibs. Grinding the cocoa nibs. Grinding is a process by which cocoa nibs are grounded into cocoa liquor. Well, don't get any bad ideas. This liquor is actually just a paste-like substance. So don't be thinking that this is another bad thing about chocolate. This is normal. So, which is also known as unsweetened chocolate or cocoa mass. The grinding process generates heat, and the dry granule consistency of the cocoa nibs are then turned into liquid as a high amount of fat contained in the nib melts. The cocoa liquor is mixed with cocoa butter and sugar. In the case of milk chocolate, fresh sweetened considered and the roller dry low heat powder whole milk is added depending on the individual manufacturer's formula and manufacturing method. Blending cocoa liquor and molding chocolate. After the mixing process, the blend is further refined to bring the particular size of the added milk and sugar down to the desired fineness. The cocoa powder or mass is blended back with the butter and liquor in varying qualities to make different types of chocolate or conventor. The basic blends with ingredients roughly in order to highest quality, and there are different formulas to make different chocolate like dark chocolate, cocoa powder, cocoa liquor, cocoa butter, sugar, lecithin and vanilla are added. For white chocolate, sugar, milk or milk powder, cocoa liquor, cocoa butter, lecithin and vanilla are added. And for milk chocolate, sugar, milk or milk powder, cocoa powder, cocoa liquor, cocoa butter, lecithin and vanilla are added. And then they're molded into the final size depending on the mold, and then they are shipped to the rest of the world for everyone to eat. So that's how you get different shapes of chocolate, because of the different types of mold that they are put into. Well, I hope you like this video, and if you do, please do like, share and do subscribe, and comment down below if you have stopped eating chocolate after eating this video. Thank you and bye.